Welcome to the Unraveling the Scriptures channel. Have you ever wondered about the origins of all peoples? Did you know that the Bible offers an explanation about the origin of all the nations of the world? Today, we'll explore how all peoples, according to the Bible, descend from Noah. Prepare yourself for a fascinating journey through history and faith. Join me on this revealing journey as we uncover the origins of the African people and the Black people, exploring their roots and rich cultural heritage. We'll discover how these peoples spread across the world and uniquely contributed to the history of humanity. Additionally, I will share intriguing curiosities and historical facts that will further enrich our understanding. So, please leave a like to support our work. After watching the video, don't forget to leave a comment about what surprised you the most and share it with your friends and family so that more people can learn about the story of Ham, the father of the Black people. Soon after the world was destroyed by the Great Flood, Noah and his family were left as the last remnants of humanity. God commanded them to multiply and repopulate the earth. There were a total of 8 people, including Noah himself, Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their 3 daughters-in-law. The Bible mentions the origin of the Black people, identifying their ancestor. The Black people are among the oldest in the world. Discover now who is the father of the Black people and what their origin is. The origin of the Black people, specifically the African people, according to the Bible, begins in Genesis 10 verses 6 to 20. To understand who the ancestor of the Black people was, it's crucial to know the appearance of Noah and his wife. Both were mixed-race people, possessing a blend of various ethnicities. This ethnic diversity resulted in children with different shades, colors, and features. The Bible describes how Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, became the progenitors of various nations. Ham, in particular, is traditionally associated with African peoples. Therefore, Noah and his wife's mixture led to the emergence of descendants with varied appearances, reflecting the richness of human diversity. Additionally, by exploring the biblical genealogy, we can see that this diversity is an integral part of the divine plan for humanity. Each son of Noah contributed to the formation of the different ethnicities and cultures that populated the earth after the flood, demonstrating the complexity and beauty of divine creation. In Brazil, a country with great ethnic and cultural diversity, it's common to find mixed-race people due to the combination of various nations and ethnicities. This is reflected in the varied appearances of siblings within the same family, with differences in skin colors and ethnic backgrounds. In the Bible, the son of Noah who gave rise to the African peoples, also known as Black peoples, is Ham. Ham is traditionally considered the father of the African nations. Along with his wife, he had children who became the ancestors of the Black peoples. A fascinating aspect of biblical linguistics is the meaning of the name Ham. In Hebrew and Aramaic, the name Ham is associated with the concept of the color of something burned, meaning dark. This suggests that Ham was a man with dark skin, reflecting the ancestry of the African peoples who descend from him. This linguistic detail not only enriches our historical understanding but also highlights the ethnic diversity described in the Bible. Biblical names often carry deep meanings that reflect both physical traits and aspects of personality and cultural roles of historical figures. In the case of Ham's children, the names provide valuable clues about their identities and contributions to history. For Ham, traditionally considered the father of the African peoples, his name, which can be interpreted as the color of something burned or dark, suggests a connection to darker physical traits, reflecting the ancestry of Black peoples. If you have Black ancestors in your family, this may mean you have descent from Ham, Noah's son. Similarly, if you are a Black person, you might consider that your lineage traces back to Ham, as described in the Bible. The Bible also mentions that Ham was married. In the Book of Jubilees, an ancient text, we find the name of his wife, Neltamok. She is described as the mother of many peoples, including the Africans. Neltamok is remembered as the matriarch of the African peoples, whose descendants spread throughout the continent, creating diverse cultures and civilizations. This biblical and historical context enriches our understanding of the origins of different ethnic groups and highlights the importance of traditions and genealogies in the formation of societies throughout history. The Bible also informs us that Ham had 4 sons who became patriarchs of the black peoples. These sons are considered the ancestors of various African groups. Among them, Ham's firstborn and his wife are Cush. The name Cush, which means black or dark in Hebrew, suggests a direct association with skin color, reflecting the ancestry of African peoples. This significance is noteworthy as it highlights the racial identity of Cush's descendants and their connection to the region of Nubia, an ancient African kingdom. Ham's second son was Mizraim, who is the second patriarch of the black peoples. The name Mizraim is translated as Egypt in Hebrew and can be interpreted as the land of 2 regions, or the 2 lands. In ancient Egyptian, Kemet meant black, demonstrating the connection between Mizraim and Egypt. The name reveals the historical and cultural importance of Egypt and how Egypt, associated with Mizraim, played a crucial role in ancient civilizations. Therefore, Mizraim is directly associated with Egypt and its people, reflecting Egypt's connection to African identity and the history of black peoples. These names and their linguistic interpretations help clarify the ancestry and influence of biblical figures in shaping various African cultures and civilizations. Ham's third son was named Put, or in Hebrew, Phut. Some traditions translate his name as Phut, but using the form Put, the name Put, translated as bow, reflects a cultural tradition among African peoples who used bows for hunting and combat. This meaning may be related to the practice and skill in hunting, common among various African groups, and suggests that Put represented these characteristics in his culture. The fourth son of Ham and grandson of Noah is Canaan. The name Canaan can be interpreted as lowlands. However, it is important to clarify that Canaan is not related to Africans. Canaan gave rise to the Canaanites, who inhabited the region known as Canaan. The Canaanites were known as rivals and enemies of the ancient Israelites, playing a significant role in biblical history and the interactions between nations of that time. Canaan, Ham's fourth son, was Noah's cursed grandson. This punishment occurred because Ham had seen his father naked and mocked him. The descendants of Canaan, who settled in the region of Canaan, were known for worshipping demonic entities and performing child sacrifices to these deities, which led to their downfall. The Israelites, as described in the Bible, eventually exterminated the Canaanites due to these abominable practices. Ethnological studies help to understand how the names and traditions associated with Ham's children manifested in their respective cultures and how these influences shaped contemporary populations. Genetic and cultural analyses of African peoples reveal a rich tapestry of ethnicities and traditions with deep roots in biblical figures such as Cush, Mizraim, and Put. These analyses show how the mixing of different ethnic groups and migration influenced African cultural diversity. After the flood, Ham's sons, Cush, Mizraim, and Put, spread across the African continent and also reached Asia. They mixed with descendants of Japheth, especially with the tribe of Togarmah, resulting in the formation of indigenous peoples with a blend of African and Japhetic characteristics, contributing to the diversity of Asian populations. Additionally, Ham's descendants also reached India, where they integrated with local populations, forming the Dravidian peoples. This African influence in India is reflected in cultural, linguistic, and even genetic aspects, demonstrating how ancient migrations shaped societies in enduring ways. The Dravidians played a crucial role in the formation of Indian civilization, contributing to its language, culture, and traditions. The Sangam literature, for example, is a collection of Tamil poetic works dating from approximately 300 BCE to 300 CE, reflecting the cultural and intellectual richness of the era. In summary, the Dravidians are a fundamental ethno-linguistic group in the history and culture of South Asia, with a rich heritage that continues to influence the region to this day. The impact of Ham's descendants can also be observed in the legacy of the Dravidian peoples in India and other cultural aspects around the world. The Dravidian peoples, who settled in India, have a rich cultural heritage that includes traditions, language, and practices reflecting a blend of African and local influences. Studying the history and culture of the Dravidians provides insight into how intercontinental interactions have shaped societies over time. These global connections and cross-influences illustrate how the history of Ham's descendants extends beyond a single region, spreading across various continents and enriching cultures throughout history. Understanding these interactions offers a broader perspective on the complexities and contributions of different civilizations in shaping the modern world. This is the story of Ham, the father of the African peoples. I hope you enjoyed this video exploring the history of Ham and his children, the patriarchs of the African peoples. May God bless you, and see you soon.